Well, happy snowy day outside where it wasn't supposed to snow, but here it is.
There's lots out there.
There is. I know level 1 snow emergency here in Jackson, which just means nothing other than just be careful when you're outside driving. So I think Pike County as well. Just be cautious, slow down a little bit. Leave a little bit early, that kind of thing. We have today on the show, if you're wondering what in the heck all of this stuff is, we have Crafty Carolyn from
Reiter
Ridge Candles, and we are going to talk all things candles today.
All things candles and smell goods.
I wish we had smell-o-vision in here today because it smells amazing. And we're going to find out about their retail store, about how you could have maybe a candle party, how you can make your own stuff. All kind of things candles. So we will welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun today. So let's have a message, and we'll be back with Crafty Carolyn in just a minute.
Your space with Reiter Ridge Candles, located at 6005 4 Mile Road in Jackson, Ohio. Discover our 100% pure soy wax candles and melts, available in over 150 delightful scents, all handcrafted right here in Jackson. Transform your home into a haven of fragrance and warmth. Whether you're looking to relax or energize, we have the perfect scent for you. But that's not all. We also carry everything from all-natural hand soaps to luxurious bath bombs. Visit us today at Reiter Ridge Candles and find your favorite scent. Experience the best in quality and craftsmanship.
Well, there you go. And there's a little sneak peek of that retail store you all have in the area.
Yes.
So we'll tell you where that is in just a moment. It's a beautiful, beautiful store. And you can get some donuts while you go.
Oh, yes. That's one of the perks to coming down to the candle shop.
How are you so tiny and work right behind?
A lot of self-control, especially when I was pregnant, because it was right there.
Gosh, there's no way. My. So you were telling me off the air, Carolyn, that you are actually from Canada, or right around Canada.
Yes.
So how the heck did you end up in Jackson, Ohio?
So
Tell
I
us
grew
about
up
that.
right on the Canadian border, but I followed my husband here. We took a job. We actually lived up near Kingston for a little while, and then he was like, we really got to come check out Jackson. And I was like, okay, let's go down. We'll go to Archinetti's, and we'll just check out. And we fell in love with Jackson, and we bought our house and set our family up to be here.
Well, very, very good. And because I'm like, you are not from here. The accent is.
No, especially when I'm talking about coffee or something, but.
We've got to get you, talking Southern Ohio.
Yeah, get the drawl
get the twang going. No, please don't. It's hard to get rid of. But no, welcome to the area. We're so happy to have you here. How long have you been here in Jackson?
We moved here in 2016.
Okay.
So we're still kind of new to the area, but.
Very good. So how did you get started in the candle situation?
Sure. So my mom actually owns a greenhouse gift shop back home, and she actually bugged me for months to, Carolyn, can you just try to do candles and for my shop? And I was like, Mom, I never made a candle in my life. What do you mean? And
so she's wanting you to help her have merchandise in the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. And Mama knows best, so
they do most of the time.
They do. And it was right after COVID when I got started, and it was 2021. I was a new mom, and I kind of needed a hobby, just to break loose. And I fell in love. It was so relaxing, and I knew almost instantly that I found my thing, because we're all looking for our thing. And
well, sure. We all need this escape and just something to make you happy, right?
Yes, absolutely. And just the scent memories and relating those to just making people smile. It became a loved thing to my heart. So.
Well, very good. And how did you, I mean, I guess with modern technology, there's YouTube videos and there's books and there's, websites and all of that. But how on earth do you even get started?
It's a lot of trial and error.
I'll bet.
Sometimes crying because if you spill wax everywhere or you get the timing wrong, your whole batch is just ruined. And,
oh, no.
Yes.
And it can burn, right?
It can.
It hurts.
We use 100% pure made in the USA soy wax.
Yes.
So it is extra tricky to do. But if you get it down, it's really fun. It can be really fun.
Very cool. And the great thing is we have Carolyn here in our area now who can teach you what she knows.
Yes. Yep. We do pour parties. We actually have one coming up March 9th. So if you would like to grab tickets and come down to the shop for some fun, we have tons of snacks and little freebies and door prizes and all sorts of fun stuff.
Well, very good. So let's talk for a minute about your retail store. And how did that come to be? Because I didn't realize that you are actually like next to the Amish bakery here in town, the one out on 4 Mile.
Yes.
And it used to be a furniture store. That's how I knew where it was. So how on earth did you get there?
Well, it was kind of just kind of winging it. So Sean and Megan, who own 4 Mile Bakery, they are like a mom and dad away from mom and dad to me. So we just kind of joked about it, and then one day we were like, why not? So and then we just kind of threw it together in like a couple weeks, and I started with just a couple things around the store, and then now we've expanded to have over 150 different scents in candles, melts, there's soaps, car bars, incense. I do the wood bowls, all the things that smell good. So
do you walk in sometimes and you're like, oh, because I mean, I would have to think that all the scents kind of merge together after a while.
They do.
You're like, oh, I'm on scent overload.
Well, and anything that's out on the floor, I try to keep similar scents. So it's not like, oh, okay, we're getting like some cinnamon donut mixed with some open range cowboy, and it gets a little funky. But yeah, we just have fun with it and roll with all the scents. So.
And making candles, like, for example, for your mom to sell in her store is a completely separate situation than opening a retail store. Retail is a whole animal all on its own. So how did you figure all that out?
I literally had to just dig deep because I didn't really have anybody to tell me, like, this is what you got to do. So just winging it 100%. But once you get the ball rolling, you kind of find your way, but it's just been fun the whole time, learning it and being like, oh, I got to do that different. But
well, cool. So before you opened your retail store, I know that you've been out and about and done, a lot of the vendor fairs and things like that. Is that kind of how you got your toe in the water as far as introducing your product?
Yeah. So we actually started, our very first one was the Jackson Farmers Market here in town.
Okay.
Over, I think it's Harding Ave. And I just brought this little table with just like a couple candles, and I just was like, well, we'll see how this goes. And it took off from there. I'm very thankful people fell in love with our candles fast. It's been fun. Like I said, it's been a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, it is not easy to... you should see the wagon setup this girl brought. I mean, to bring all of this stuff in, she's got this big...
I do. I brought the wagon.
You're such a mom.
I am. I am a mom of 3.
She's got like the whole setup thing going on and so organized and all of that. But, this is not easy to transport.
No, I'm very,
this.
let me say I'm thankful for my husband because he did, when we used to go everywhere for vendor events.
There it is. There's her whole wagon setup.
There it is. That wagon's been through a lot, but usually my husband helps carry the things, and I'm like wrangling the kids, and it's like a whole thing when we're getting set up. But yeah, it's been People have joked with us. They're like, we love watching your family grow as we get to know you. And I'm like, yeah, that is kind of fun, huh? We're wrangling toddlers and candles.
I mean, it's like candles in a show.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That's
free
great.
entertainment.
Yeah. Well, it is for us, not for you. So what are some of before you opened your retail store, you said the Jackson Farmers Market, which is a great one, was one of your first stops. And then how did you go from there?
Well, everybody I think around here knows Josie Reiter, and everywhere she goes, she brings candles, and we actually partner with her at the Faith and Fitness, doing candles and events and all the fun stuff. And she actually really introduced me to my community, I feel like, because when we first moved here, I didn't know anybody.
Which is, especially moving to a small town, it's tough because everybody knows everybody.
Yes, that's true. And she just really helped me find, like, people who I consider just family now, you know, and it was a blessing to be, especially when you're a first-time mom and you don't know anybody. And but yeah, so anyways, she really helped us just get to know people and just expand that way. And
good.
People would show up at the farmers market or vendor events and they'd be like, "What's new? What's the new scent?" And I'm like, "Oh, we got this and this," and we just kind of went from there with it.
Well, very good. And yes, Josie is a doll, and I've had the pleasure of knowing her for 175,000 years. So, she grew up with my niece Alex, who they've been best friends for a long time, and when they were little pipsqueaks, they were all around. So I can tell you some Josies.
Josie, look out!
We'll tell about that off the air. She knows what I'm going to tell you, too. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I would never. She is precious. She's absolutely precious.
She's a wonderful friend.
She is. So cool. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you told me that you have how many scents?
I have over 150. I think we're at 182 to be exact. But yes, and we've been shipping all over the U.S. Wyoming, California, Florida, you name it, Texas. So it's really getting to be
that is amazing.
Yes, it's awesome.
And how do you market to those places? How do you end up with one of your candles from Jackson, Ohio in Wyoming? How does that happen?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't even know. But the bakery gets a lot of travelers going south and just all over.
Sure.
So that's kind of one way we've had people be like, "Oh, our family from Florida gifted us a candle," and it'll wind up in Illinois or Kansas, and I'm like, "Oh, that's fun, to know where our candles are."
Yeah, isn't it so much fun?
Yes.
Well, that's great. And do you have a website or whatever that somebody could go on and just order?
Absolutely. Just ReiterRidgeCandles.com. And you can pick up pour party tickets there, or if we're doing fundraising, we do links for that on there. And see all the different fun things we have, from literally soaps, car bars, room sprays, you name it. So.
Well, very, very cool. So you're talking about roughly 180 cents, say.
Yes.
How on earth do you choose? And do you kind of mix your own, or how does that work?
I do.
How do you come up with scents?
So some of them are just like regular scents, like your blueberry cobbler, but some fun ones that we do, like our buttered maple syrup, or a couple of our own custom ones, like our Adirondack Maple Crunch. I actually have that one here if you want to smell it.
Well, yes.
That one took off at Christmas time, and it has become a big fan favorite.
Yes, I could see that.
Our first scent we ever
custom. It smells like a kitchen, like somebody's baking in the kitchen.
It's like your perfect cookie meets your maple deliciousness in a jar.
That is awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, here's our ski pop one if you want to smell that
No, you have ski pop.
I do.
Like a ski one.
That one.
How do I open it without breaking it?
Oh, it's just it's a little stiff, but just kind of twist it open, and then
I don't want to like break it. Here, you open it.
Okay.
I don't want to be breaking it.
There you go. But our first one we ever custom made.
Oh my gosh, how funny. It smells like ski. How did you come up with that?
That one took me a
Some
good
trial
hot
and
minute. That
error,
one
yeah.
was, because it's not just a pour it out of a jug type of thing.
Sure.
That one was a lot of like sipping, sniffing.
Sipping and sniffing.
Sipping and sniffing.
That's what it should be called.
Sipping and sniffing.
We should have a sip and sniff party.
That sounds good to me. But yeah, our first custom scent I ever made was raspberry cupcake, and Josie actually used that at one of her Galentine's events, which we have a
Perfect.
pour party Galentine's event coming up this Saturday with her.
Great.
Yes, but that one smells so good. If you love raspberry, definitely come smell that one this week because it's been going fast.
Very, very good. And so you mentioned pour parties, so we'll get to that in a minute because I think that is just something that, okay, who doesn't love a candle, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like I just, it makes especially when it's like this outside,
Yeah.
it makes everything warm and cozy and it's
Absolutely.
psychosomatic, but it's not like it's heating your house, but I mean, I guess it can a
No,
little bit,
but
but
it's
it makes
just
it feel like it's warmer
Yes.
inside.
Puts the good vibes going in your home.
Yeah.
For sure. But we even do one it's called In Dad's Shop, and it smells just like if you open Dad or Grandpa's garage. Like that smell hits you, and it's had people come to tears because it just reminds them like that.
Bet.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you have a little bit of something for everybody.
A little bit of everything from everybody, even hot buttered popcorn and fresh cut grass. So
Without the allergies.
yeah, without the allergies, yes, or the Benadryl.
That's my kind of grass. Yeah. No eye watering. It's great.
Yes. Absolutely.
So coming from where you came from when you moved to because listen, Southern Ohio is notorious for allergies. Have you been struck with the allergy bug yet?
No, but I
Good
love
for
the
you.
onion grass. That's like my favorite thing.
And it doesn't make you...
No.
Oh, you just wait, honey. You haven't been here long enough. It's coming.
Yeah.
All the sneezing and the hay fever and all that. Well, very good. So, where did you come up with Reiter Ridge? I know that you, that's your last name, but where did that come from?
Sure. So that's actually a little nickname we gave our farm that we bought. So Reiter Ridge, and it's just something we're kind of building on right now.
Very good. Yeah, I call my house the Ratcliffe Ranch.
The Ratcliffe Ranch.
Yeah.
We're the rowdy riders when we're out and about, but
I get that too.
Yes.
How funny. So, 180 plus cents. Do you have all of them in stock in your shop, or do you do seasonal stuff, or how does that work?
So we rotate scents depending on the season.
Okay.
But some of our classics we just keep around all year round. But you can still find like pumpkin souffle or Christmas tree. We still got a little bit of that all year round.
Okay.
So it just depends on the scent, but we try to always just have new scents, new fun and exciting things. And you just never know what you're gonna find in our store. Everything sometimes are different depending on the season.
Well, I can't wait. And we've talked about scents, but we need to talk about products that you have in the store. And then I want to talk about making your own candles and how we can do that. But first, Jimmy tells us that we need to have a message to pay bills. So we'll be right back after this.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Right, and we are back with Reiter Ridge Candles, and we are so happy to have Miss Carolyn here. Crafty Carolyn, if you will. So this is more fun to say, Crafty Carolyn.
It is.
But no, this is so exciting. You check out their retail store. We just want to keep reminding you about that. Right out next to 4 Mile Bakery here in Jackson. Everybody knows, home of those famous ridiculous donuts that they have out there, and I mean ridiculous in the best way possible.
Mouth-watering, delicious donuts.
So funny story about this, and I've told Sean and Megan about this. So I get together with my girlfriends from college sometimes, like a couple times a year, and everybody brings something, so we'll spend the night at Hawking or we'll do whatever. And so one time my mom was out at the bakery, so she bought some donuts and she gave them to me to take with the, so they literally got into knockdown dragouts about who got to take the rest of the donuts.
I believe it.
And I'm like, girls, we can divide them up. We can cut them.
When I go to family reunions or we're visiting, they're like, I don't care if they're a week old, bring those donuts.
Bring those donuts. And if you are ever fortunate enough, and this has nothing to do with candles, but this is a total plug for Sean and Megan. If you are ever fortunate enough to be out there when they pull those suckers out of the oven,
hot, fresh ones.
Get it. Do it. Pay them extra. I'm just telling you.
Don't come at 1:30. Come at 8 a.m.
I've been out there. Sean has given me one right out of the oven before, and it's life changing.
It is life changing. It is a full on experience.
It is. I mean, I can't. You just have to do it.
Yes.
Just trust us on that. So
Absolutely.
they are located right next to the 4 Mile Bakery. You can't miss it. Big building.
Yes.
With a big sign, Reiter Ridge Candles. So.
It's a red building too, so you can't miss it.
Can't miss it. All right, so you not only have the retail store, but you also have made it fun for all of us that don't know anything about candle making. And then you also, let's get back to the retail store. Not only do you have candles, but you have, what else do you sell that people use?
Well, I brought some little samples for you. This is our car bar. It clips right into your vent.
What? May I touch it?
Yes, this is, so it's a hard solid bar. It's great for all the things from stinky duffel bags, closet spaces.
So this isn't wax. This is like a plastic kind of thing.
Yep. I infuse the beads and make those myself.
You are a genius.
I say that they last a month, but they last so long. I've got one from 2022 at my shop that still smells like syrup.
And it comes with a hook, so you can just change out. So you clip this, and then you just change out the bar.
Yep, and we have about 30 different scents of those to choose from at the shop. So
Brilliant.
Everything from the Open Range Cowboy. We've got Gingerbread House. We've got Lemon Drop. That one's actually Lemon Drops, but
this one, and it reminds me kind of the Ski Pop too, because it's got all the citrus in it.
Yep.
I wonder if you could put these on like a register in your kitchen or something, where where the air goes through.
Yep, it won't get. It has a super high melting point,
so it won't melt or anything.
Nope. But
These
moms love the Stink Be Gone ones for duffel bags. Just throw them in, and they last a lot longer than dryer sheets. So
you are brilliant. Good for you. That is great.
Thank you. We do room sprays. This is one of our new country farmhouse. I do some cold processed soaps. We've got cherry almond.
May I smell that one?
Yes. That one's one of our new popular ones. I had lots of requests for it. So.
Smells like that Jergens lotion.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, but way more intense. So how do you, so this is actually like a body soap.
Yes, yep, body soap.
What does cold process mean?
Cold process is a longer process soap. It takes about 6 weeks to cure, but it's made from all natural butters, oils. There's no chemicals or preservatives. That's another thing with our shop. I make sure everything is paraben phthalate free, so it's non-toxic to your skin or environment, which is very important.
Well, let's just be honest. Even some of the most popular, and I'm not knocking anybody, but some of the most popular candle brands out there that you spend a ton of money on are full of chemicals.
They are. The cheapy ones on the shelf, they are cheap for a reason because they are not good for your environment at home. So definitely just check the labels. That's a big thing. I know that it's becoming a very popular thing right now, but always check your labels. If it says sulfates or it says a blend with paraffin wax, just avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
Just avoid it.
We want to keep, I love that you're using, all U.S. soy, knowing that we can control that situation.
Yes, and I can still get it now, too, because that's a big thing.
That's a true, that's absolutely, without getting all political and whatnot. But no, that is exactly right. That's cool. So, okay, so soaps.
Yep, we do massage oil candles. This is our cocoa butter.
If you have not ever done a massage oil candle, okay, it is not kinky. It is not weird.
Like, no, yeah.
I mean, some people are like, what?
I know, I get the looks all the time, and I'm like,
but
it's just for your hands and stuff.
So that's what,
your back.
even if you put it, so I love doing these, and it's almost like a paraffin treatment for your, you go to the spa and you get a treatment like that. You can do it yourself at home. And then, you can always like rub someone's shoulders with it or put it on their back or whatever. So you get
feet this time of year.
Yes.
It's wonderful for that. Elbows.
It's a candle plus you can use it.
You get the aromatherapy plus the benefits of actually putting it on your skin, that warm.
It's amazing.
It is awesome.
Yes, I agree with you.
But so this is another one of that Open Range Cowboy. I think I've mentioned that a couple times. So that started in soap, and everybody said we need it in all the things.
I love that. It's so earthy and fresh. Yes.
Yeah.
Smells like you're out on the open range.
Yes.
Literally.
Mixed in with a good smelling man.
Yeah. Little Stetson along the way.
But we do things like our candle canoes. We do our custom wood bowls like our Jackson apple towers.
Okay, show that. How did you get that? Did you commission someone to make those wooden towers for you?
So I have a friend in Texas who makes these for us. So
that is amazing.
Yes, and so this is a style you can't get anywhere else. It's just ours. But it was fun to create, let's say that.
I'll bet. Now, okay, let me ask you this. And we have this fun clover here, which turned to brick because it's green. But
I didn't think that went through.
St. Patrick's Day, 4-H, all of those things. But can you bring this back and have you refill it?
Yes, you can.
So you can buy the actual apple tower and then bring it back and just use it over and over again.
Oh, yeah. Or if you have a favorite candle container that you just fell in love with, just clean it out, bring it in, and we'll put whatever scent you want in it.
Okay. See, this is great.
Oh, and we do all the things.
We love this. We love this. So, okay. So you have different sizes also of candles.
Yeah.
Can we talk price for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of go through, you see like the big, I assume that's a 3-wick over there.
Yes, it is a big 3-wick. But our prices kind of range from $15, $25. It just depends on how much wax is in the container.
Okay.
And scent. So if we do like essential oils versus the clean fragrance oils, it can kind of go from there as well. But typically we try to keep it as reasonable as possible.
I think too. Can we talk about soy versus like the paraffin wax, because the soy candles last longer?
Yes.
So you get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
And it's healthier for you.
Yes. That is the most important thing. Soy wax has a longer melting, like a longer heat throw, all the things. As long as you keep your wicks trimmed to that 1/4 inch, you will be golden and have a very long-lasting candle.
Yeah. So if you say, oh my gosh, I'm not paying $15 for a candle, well, it will last you like 2 or 3 times longer than the cheapies that you buy at the store.
Yes.
Plus, it's way better.
It is. It is.
Plus, you're supporting local.
Oh, that too. Yes, that's always nice.
That's like the cherry on the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so you brought in, so I don't, y'all can't see it. I don't know, Jimmy, does that camera pick up this situation? It does, yeah. Okay, Jimmy is going to zoom in. Oh, yeah, you're doing great. Okay, so as you can see, there's all these little rainbow jars here of, I guess that's wax.
It is wax, yep.
Okay.
I color it and scent it, and it's something fun that we keep up all year round. Kids can do it. We've, younger than 4, we do ask for some supervision.
That's a smart idea.
But yeah, I think that we've had an 82-year-old make it as well. So it's definitely easy. It's what I like to call just like sand art, but with candle wax. So there's no heating or anything while you're in our store. You just pick what fun colors you want and make it however you'd like. Right now we have one that looks like a pineapple with the yellow and green. But
fun.
Yes, or we actually have the take-home kits as well, so you can.
I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to hold it up.
If you're having girls' night or you need something fun to do with the kids,
build a candle kit.
Yeah. Yep.
That is such a good idea. What a great gift idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so so you can actually buy this, give it as a gift, and they can just make that at home.
Yep, they just make it at home.
There's an entire instruction thing on the back.
Yes. Yep, it comes with the instructions. Included in the kits are 3 colors, your jar, your wick, everything you need except for scissors and a lighter.
I think we all have those at home.
Yes.
For the most part. All right, so let's talk about making a candle and then the candle parties that you do as well.
Sure. So making a candle, when you're at our pour party, we walk you through all the steps, from pouring your wax, letting it cool, adding your fragrance, all those things. But it's fun because you get to come up and do it yourself. But we also enjoy tons of snacks. That's my favorite part. But
hello.
Yeah, you get to. I usually have about 10 to 12 different scents you can choose from while you're there to pour your candle.
Awesome.
Or if you want to bring your kid with you, you can. Right now we have Mango Tango set up in our Build-A-Candle, so you can do that with them.
And you said that's a new scent that you have, right?
Yes, that's one of our new scents we just released for summer. So it's pretty good.
Thank you for doing that, because if you look outside right now, you don't feel very Mango Tango.
No, I am ready for all things spring and summer. So we're releasing it because
I love that. Just go for it.
We are
Forget
going.
the Christmas tree. We're on Mango Tango.
Yes,
now.
we're skipping Easter.
Yeah, just move on past.
Bring on the honeysuckle.
Yes, and the allergies. I don't even care. I know my husband and I were just talking about that. He's like, I've never been so happy to have to look forward to mowing grass ever in my life.
It's been a rowdy winter. That's
it has
for
been
sure.
rowdy. Yes,
Yeah.
you're for sure. Okay, so what do we do?
Yeah.
I mean, how do we begin making the candle?
Sure. So I actually brought you a jar to make your candle with, and then
so it has the wick.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but
We,
the wick is glued to the bottom, so it's not moving around.
Yep, it's got all the things all set up, and we have them ready when you come in to just grab your jar and pick your colors and kind of roll with it.
Okay.
But I brought you a spoon, and you are welcome to build a candle today. Here's that.
Oh, so I just put all the stuff in?
Yep, you just pick whichever colors you'd like, and then once you get to the top, right to this brim right there, leave me a little gap.
Okay.
And then I'll snip it and wrap it up for you.
So I can make any colors that I want. I'll move the clover. I'll give you the clover back. So I am...
Great for 4-H families coming up soon.
Yeah, no, that is awesome.
And St. Patty's Day.
So, okay, so I say we just do... Can I just layer them?
Oh, yeah, yep, any colors. It's all the same scent, so that way it doesn't get all funky.
Oh, yeah, that could get really weird.
Like you get bubblegum in the bottom with some pine. It's just... But, yeah.
Okay, I'm taking way too long. But anyway, to talk while we're doing this.
Yeah, yep. So we keep that up all year round. We usually change out I change the colors and the scent towards the season. So in the fall, you might see like Drunken Pumpkin or something fun like that. Oh,
I made a mess. I'm so sorry. Jimmy, I'll clean it. I promise. He's going to kill me.
He's giving you the look. No, just kidding.
He's giving me the stink eye over there. I'm making a layer.
Yeah.
Is this okay to make a layer?
You're doing great.
A bricklayer, yeah. Oh, yeah, I just put the green in. So I'm trying to make it like this. So I think it's working.
Oh, yeah. We'll have people take the spoon and make like, run it down the sides and make like mountains or...
Let's see. No, we can even
or
go
they'll
back to
mix
purple.
it, or some kids will just shake it. You get the tie-dye effect.
Yeah, that would be fun too. Well, let's just end with purple.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I did all the stuff and things. There we go.
Tap it down here.
See, I made it stripies. Can you see it?
This way.
Can you zoom in, Jimmy? Just so they can see kind of what it... I'll try to
The
get...
green won't show.
Oh, yeah. I'll try to put this back in. So then you're snipping the wick, obviously, because...
Just for safety reasons, but...
Okay, so then it's ready to go?
Yep, it's ready to go. All you got to do is light it. Make sure your wick is nice and... We just do 10 to 2, because Thursdays and Fridays, I usually have my kids with me, and it gets rowdy.
And yes, the Rowdy Riders.
Yeah, Rowdy Riders in pursuit. That's what we say, you know. Keep it real life. That's what we say.
That's amazing.
But yeah, you just come on in and smell all the things. I mean, we even do shampoo bars. You name it.
You know, I think one of the most unique and one of my favorite things that you brought in is that clip bar, the scent bar that you can clip in your car. You can put it and like you said in a suitcase, in a duffel bag, in your sock drawer.
Oh yeah, yep.
I can see that happening too.
Some ladies like them in just their cup holders at work. But I've heard cab tractors and more, and even in chicken coops. We've heard that, so.
Hey, that makes sense. Look at these. Okay, some I couldn't make. You are obviously a bit more talented than that.
Thank you. I just did these little bears with a little honey underneath them, and they were so cute. I did it for actually Josie's baby shower.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Very good. So tell us a little bit about the parties, the pour parties, and can you travel with the pour party?
We can.
Okay.
If you have a special day or you need a team building kind of thing, just let us know and we can set that up for you. We'll bring all the pour things that you need from the jars. We'll let you pick what colors, styles, that kind of thing. Or if you want to do, we do smaller wood bowl parties as well.
Okay.
So that's fun. Or we can build a candle if you have like a church event with the kids.
Love that.
So yeah, we up for anything. We always say that we're up for anything.
You know, and the thing is, you don't get the sale unless you ask, right? So, like, if you have something in your mind that you would like to do, call Carolyn and be like, "Hey, would this be something that we could work out?"
Absolutely. Yep.
Because sometimes, our customers or our guests have the best ideas.
Yeah.
They think outside the box sometimes.
I try to.
That's awesome. So, okay, so the next pour party that you have coming up is, you said this weekend?
Yep, so our next one we have is actually at Faith and Fitness this weekend on Saturday for the big Galentine's event they have annually.
Okay.
And then we have one coming up at the shop March 9th from 2 to 5. You can get those tickets either through me on Facebook or our website, ReiterRidgeCandles.com.
Okay. Very good. This is so much fun. And I see that you have Jackson candles as well.
Yep, we keep those all year round at the shop.
The apple tower on them.
So that one's mulled cider, and then the other one is our blend of apple of my eye. That one's specific to our shop as well. That's a custom blend. The white one. So.
That's awesome. I think that's so cool. And again, all soy, very, very good for the environment, good for you. So please, oh yeah, that's a really good picture there. And then I like the canoe as well.
Yes, yep. My husband calls them the candle canoes.
Candle canoe.
And we've done even bigger ones that hold like 4 pounds of wax. I just got done doing a giant heart that was almost 12 pounds of wax. So
Oh my gosh.
just about anything you want we can get, or
So if like you said, if somebody has a favorite vessel, maybe you have a beautiful bowl that you would love to put wax in, can we just bring it to you and you can...
Yep, just bring it into me, and then you're welcome to smell around the shop, get your scent. Usually everything that's on the floor we have, or we can special order if you have a scent in mind. We'll try to find it for you or custom blend it ourselves.
Okay.
And then we can, if you have like a big bowl, we'll fill that. If you have just a little teacup and you want that filled, that was grandma's, bring that in as well.
That's such a good idea, like a family heirloom that you can set out, and it's something that you can enjoy all the time. So how do you get the colors? Can you pick like what color you want the wax to be as well?
Yeah,
or?
you can. It just depends. So I use all natural coloring versus like a chemical coloring. So it will fade a little bit over time.
Okay.
But we will make anything you guys can request, from little brown bears to,
So much fun.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just come out and hang with you all the time.
Hey, I'm
That's
looking for a
great.
babysitter, but
Oh, you don't want me to do that. You can ask Josie about that. Say, should Jen babysit? And she would say, no. Not unless you want your children to do all kind of things they shouldn't be doing. I'm the bad influence.
wind them up with the sugar donuts next door.
The Mountain Dew and some choice words, and it would probably not be good. But anyway, well, they would be interesting when I got done with them.
Coming back, eh?
Josie's always like, oh, Jennifer. Well, very good. Is there anything else that we wanted to tell, that you wanted to let our guests or our viewers know while you're here?
Just let us know if you need anything. Like I said, we do custom labels for all the things. If you have a wedding or a baby shower, you need little soaps or gift for your guests, just message us and we'll get it whipped up for you.
That's such a good idea too. Yeah, for a custom baby shower or a wedding shower or wedding or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that's so cool. Okay, well, very good. And website Reiter Ridge Candles, REITER.
Yeah.
Ridge Candles, and it's in the comments. Jimmy says he has put it in the comments. So very good. And of course, Facebook and all that stuff as well.
Yes. Stay tuned to the group page because that's where all the fun happens.
There you go. And I'm sure you'll still be out and about at some of the farmers markets and vendor fairs and things like that.
Oh, yeah. Sidewalk markets are going to be starting soon.
I know. Thank God. Maybe, if it ever stops.
Oh, yeah.
With this. But, well, very good, Carolyn. It's been so fun hanging with you
Thank
this
you for
morning.
having me. I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. And thank you for my fun candle. I love it so much. I can't wait to utilize it. We'll let you know how it goes. So, all right. Well, do you have a phone number?
I just mostly use Facebook or email address, ReiterRidgeCandles@yahoo.com.
Okay. Very good.
That's the easiest way, just because if you call me, there might be some kids in the background.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's
the rowdy riders will be out and about. All right. Very good. Okay. Well, thank you. Come out and see Carolyn and the gang right beside the 4 Mile Bakery, and you will not be sorry. It's a beautiful, beautiful store.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, Pete Wilson is in the house. We're going to talk about the snow that wasn't supposed to be snow that is now snow outside because the weatherman has made both Pete and I look like a fool this week. So, but that's okay. It wouldn't be the first time we look like fools, right, Pete? We're just the messenger. All right. Well, we do have a message and probably some weather that's probably wrong, and then we'll be back right after that.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today we are expecting a 30% chance of snow with highs of 26 and lows of 15. Tomorrow we're expecting a 10% chance of snow, went down a little bit, with highs of 25 and lows of 15. And then Thursday we're expecting a 10% chance of snow again with highs of 30 and lows of 15, with winds ranging from 10 to 20 miles per hour. So please stay safe out there. Thank you.
Thanks, Jade. We appreciate that weather forecast, even though God knows what it, is doing outside. Listen, today, stick your head out the window. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I'm guessing that Jade pre-recorded that just a little bit, so she's a liar too, like the rest of us.
Listen, we're all liars today. It's fine.
Right. Well, I can tell you. First, I'm a newsman, so I believe in full disclosure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This thing here lies.
It does.
All
it
right.
is a lie.
That's where I got the weather forecast. I was up early today, and I will tell you that when I arose, no snow. When I went to work at between 6 and 6:30, no snow. Between 6:30 and 7, it started. And because the surfaces are so cold, overnight lows in the teens, this time it stuck. There wasn't wetness there to kind of slow it. So don't know how much snow is out there, but it's certainly covering things right there. Still, the phone does not indicate that there's any accumulation at all. If we can believe it, it's not supposed to last. But once again, it's slick out there. We do have a level 1 snow emergency in Jackson County as of about 8:45. And in Vinton County, we're not there to look out the window, but it's a level 2 snow emergency in Vinton County. And we know that Pike County has a level 1 as well.
And I will say in our defense, even Tony Cavalier and some of those folks were saying it's going to go south. And I mean, even in their depictions, it wasn't anywhere close to us. The weather, you could see it going through. And for it to be in Vinton County as well, that's even more north of us. So
no, it's
wild.
It's strange. The weather does what it wants, and I truly believe that most I know there's some interpretation, but most forecasts when they're made are accurate. But the weather changes, and so the forecast changes. This one, I think, maybe caught some of the so-called experts a little bit by surprise.
I think
because I remember one time last week they were looking at a model for 6 to 8 inches of snow.
Yes.
It disappeared. It came back. It disappeared again.
Yes.
And it really hasn't been in the forecast for several days. So, but here we are.
Yes, here we are. Nothing to panic about. Just leave a little early. Slow down a bit, as our friends from the patrol said yesterday. That's all. You can get where you're going. Just slow down.
Right. And, take to heart the levels that have been declared. And if you can put off your trip out, try to do that.
Yeah, just stay home for a little bit.
It's an interesting situation. The buses and everything were running before the snow hit, I think. And so everybody is in school today.
Yes.
So, the superintendents have to decide, well, do I let them out because it's snowing or do I wait it out? I'm guessing they're going to wait it out.
I would say they'll wait it out, and hopefully by this afternoon it will have moved on.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of school, big news last night at the Vinton County Local Board of Education.
Okay.
The superintendent there, Rick Brooks, he has been in charge since 2013. Good guy. I will say that. I'll make an editorial comment. He turned in his retirement notification last night.
Oh, no.
There is Rick. That is actually him working at the board meeting last night. Rick is a native of Vinton County. I think he's from, the Zaleski area. For a short time, he taught and coached at Jackson. So some folks down here may remember him.
Sure.
But for the most part, he went back to Vinton County, was a teacher, head boys basketball coach, then became the superintendent and has been since 2013. His retirement notification was accepted. and his last day will be through the end of May, I guess you could say. So
Okay.
he'll finish the school year.
Through the
so
school year.
that's going to trigger a superintendent search in Vinton County, and of course that is always a big deal for a school district. And so I believe the word I got from Mr. Thompson Jr., who was there, of course, covering the board meeting for us, the search and the postings and all will take place immediately. As you know, they're looking, I'm sure, to have a transition where perhaps somebody will be named before Mr. Brooks leaves.
Okay.
You know, there will be the summer period there before the school year starts, but you know, there's a lot for a new person, particularly if it's a new person outside the district, you know, to jump on that moving vehicle and be able to be ready to do the school district. I'm sure there'll be some in-district applicants as well,
Yeah.
because there's some veteran people there that are administrators.
Big shoes to fill, though.
Some other folks also submitted their retirement notifications as well. These folks obviously well-known in at least the Vinton County School District. Teachers Kay Casto, Tamara Goodwin, Gerald Nelson, and Kent Walker. School nurse Val Rowell. Superintendent Secretary Debbie Webb. Debbie, I've dealt with her, you know, through the news, and she's out front sometimes with some of the notifications. Debbie's worked over 50 years for the Vinton County local schools.
Wow.
Just a dear lady. She's going to be retiring at the end of the school year, as is the Assistant Superintendent Secretary Cindy Maxwell. She's the one that lets us know when there's no school, so she's in contact with us a lot these days. But anyway,
Yeah, right.
we will have a story about you know, the retirements that were accepted and the news coming out at last night's board meeting. We're going to have some news out on the radio immediately and more detailed news in the newspaper as we're able to get that done. Okay, want to give you some good news. I know that Josh Winters and Maddie Allman were here not too long ago talking about everything extension and 4-H, and you know, I know they had their suits on there, the Ghostbuster suits, I call them.
Oh, they did? Okay. I wasn't here that day, was I?
I don't know whether they mentioned it because it was in the rearview mirror at that time, but there's kind of an update about a big event that they had on January the 25th. That was on a Saturday. It was the Canner's Cave 75th anniversary.
Yes.
And there is Maddie, by the way. She was the MC for that event. Now, that was a great event. I was there. They invited me. Pam and I went, and we really enjoyed it. So upbeat.
Wonderful.
Canner's Cave is such a gem out there.
Yes, it
and
is.
such a great story because, you know, it's you know, they do have some staff, but it's basically run by volunteers, a volunteer board, and you know, the extension people, you know, that's where some of their time goes, you know, for summer camp and all like that. But their event was to celebrate 75 years. It goes back to 1949, that camp. And they were also kicking off a fundraising campaign. Guess what? They wanted to raise $75,000.
Hey, there you go.
Right, so, you know, it kind of came together there, those two things, the past and the future. And they got off to a great start, already had some donations in. A couple other big ones were announced just before and actually during the banquet. Since then, they got more donations, and they are over the top. They have raised $75,000 or over $75,000 to support the camp. Here are they recognized some of the supporters and donors. I'll go over some of them as Jimmy puts the pictures up. That's Dave Seach. He lives out there by Canner's Cave, and he comes and helps the camp all the time as kind of like a good neighbor. A lot of different things to help with equipment and when things happen out there. And, you know, except for when events are, there's not very many people out there. So he kind of watches over them.
Sure.
That gentleman giving the award, he had the honor of presenting a lot of these honors, was Fred Deal. Fred is from Gallia County. He is the father of Aaron Deal Daly, who we know very well, the former 4-H agent, now lives in Jackson, or the Jackson area, is back in Gallia County doing the 4-H thing there. But he got to present these awards, former extension agent there in Gallia County. Also, we'll look at some of the other pictures from that event. This is the OVB group, the Ohio Valley Bank Group. Now, they, as you know, are great supporters of 4-H. They do that scholarship that gets announced at the fair, or they present it at the fair. It's actually announced ahead of time. but this is the contingent from OVB. They were awarded a special recognition donor award, because when this fundraising campaign was announced, they kicked in $10,000.
Whoa.
So that is a nice start, or a nice push early in the campaign. And that kind of makes other people think, well, maybe I ought to give something too.
It's like positive peer
So
pressure.
you see some familiar faces there. You see Ryan Jones, the chief financial officer. You saw Joe Wyan, who just retired as the OVB office manager in Jackson. And you got Brenna Butler there. You've got Tom Wiseman, who is the CEO. And that is Mrs. Ramsey, who retired not too long ago. She worked at OVB, and of course, on the end is Fred Deal. All right, Jimmy, show us some more. Paul Haller, a Jackson County Commissioner on the right, and that is Brandon Covert in the middle, and he's in fatigues because he is military. He is in the Navy, and the Navy got presented an award because they have done a lot of volunteer work out at Cantor's Cave, fixing things, painting, whatever that they can do to help. The reason that they're doing that, they're just not good folks. They do a training over there in the summer. They want to have a nice remote place, where there's, people can stay in the lodge and all like that. They do that either every summer or most every summer. Paul, of course, is a Navy veteran. He kind of helped set this up. So they got an award for kind of like Dave Seach did, for just being good supporters of the camp out there. That is Fred Deal, of course. We recognize him, and I think a lot of folks in Jackson County would recognize the other fella, Dave Samples.
Yep.
He has been around forever. He never ages, it seems like.
He
to me.
does not. I saw him the other day, I think at Walmart or something, and I was like, my God, you look exactly the same.
I remember his parents. I think that, he has lost them since then, but they were both in their 90s, I know, at one time. So it's in the blood.
It was good to see Dave,
But the
though.
reason that they are up there at the podium is they gave a history, obviously, which was appropriate
Very
to
cool.
do for an event
Yeah.
like this. This was once again on January the 25th, but it goes back once again to 1949. And going back to how they're going to use the money, they're going to fix up the pool. It hadn't been fixed up for a while.
Sure.
Do repairs, improve it. They've got a high ropes facility there that gets used by the kids and other visitors when they come there for a retreat. They're going to upgrade that. They're going to do some work, I think, with some of the HVAC things as well.
Okay.
They're going to use that $75,000 the best that they can. And go ahead, Jimmy. And we had to show this picture here. The late Bob Evans, the Sausage King, right?
Yes.
And his wife, Jewel Evans, in the name of Bob's mother, started this off back in the late 70s by giving a $100,000 challenge grant that allowed for many of the facilities that are there now to be built or improved. Okay, this is back there you go, Jimmy. This is the Evans family today that were given an award recognizing what their family has done over time. And the man there, third from the left, holding the framed picture, that is Steve Evans, Bob's son.
Yep.
And that is Bob's daughter standing alongside. I want to give her name because I met her and she was very nice. So let me sit at that table. So I want to give her name. That is Debbie Donskoff. She's from Columbus, but that is also Bob's daughter. And the other two gentlemen to the right are relatives of the Evans family as well. Also, Erin Dildaly, I think you have a picture of her there standing at the podium, Jimmy, with that group. If you get that up there, but I'll tell you why she was up at the podium.
Erin.
Erin
It's a girl.
Erin at the podium.
Blonde.
Right.
There you go.
There you go, Jimmy. Oh, that's okay. Erin, of course, has done a lot for the 4-H program over time as well. But the reason she was there, she was accepting an award for Stan and Doris Harrison of Gallia County. They have been big supporters too, like the Evans family. They weren't able to come, but you know what they announced? They announced two donations of $7,500 each. I suppose one from the other.
Whoa.
For the fundraising campaign.
Wow.
That was new news that was just announced at that banquet.
Amazing.
So anyway, two things. I've had these pictures that I've wanted to show you forever, but
That is so good.
it snows, it floods, there's murder
other
trials.
news, yes.
Right. So I wanted to show you that because first of all, the event was worth it, but the big news is, the latest news, and it hasn't been out that long, is they made their fundraising drive. Now, that doesn't mean you still can't donate, because there is an ongoing need there. A couple of other things we want to run over really quickly because of time. I know we're running out, but the famous daddy-daughter dance at the Jackson Family Activity Center.
My goodness.
They have 3 sessions.
It's huge. It started as 1 and now it's 3.
They added a session on Friday. It's this weekend, 2 sessions on Saturday. After they started getting reservations more than a month ago, they added one on Friday. It's all sold out, the whole thing.
Insane. It is the cutest thing ever.
It is. Some great
Carolyn's over there like, what? That is so cute.
Some great pictures come from that, okay?
Yes.
But also, just as important, it's a fundraiser for the Jackson Family Activity Center, the former YMCA. And you know, they're on their own now, not affiliated with the Y, and so the money will be much needed. But that is a great formal type event this weekend.
Adorable.
And guess what? I don't know whether they'll do it, but informally, the word is out there. They're working on a mother-son dance.
Love
of course.
that, of course.
All right, let's see. One other thing I want to tell you really quickly here. Daddy-daughter dance is on for this weekend, Friday and Saturday. You know, you can probably go out there and take a look even if you're not participating. The Wellston Sidewalk Market, you know, I know that we were talking about sidewalk markets. There's one in Wellston that they're going to have. And they're going to do it in the summer outside, but they're already doing it inside in some of the shops.
Oh, yeah. Randy's Wildflower Boutique.
Right, along First Avenue.
Yeah.
They're going to have an event this Thursday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., so we want to tell you about that. It will be inside the Shops on First at 108 East First Street in Wellston, and they're going to do that until spring. I don't know whether that's March or April or whatever, but they're going to do it every month on the third Thursday, anybody can come. They are going to have, you know, special deals and special merchandise there available, and I'm sure it will get bigger in the warm weather months. They're modeling it after, of course, the successful sidewalk market in Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've run over my time. I am so sorry.
Hey, don't be sorry. This is great, and we have had so much fun this morning, and I want to thank Carolyn. She's still here for bringing in all of her candle supplies, Reiter Ridge Candles. Pete, thank you so much for filling us in on the latest and greatest. I'm going to go home and light my candle. I'm so excited.
It looks pretty, and
Isn't it cute?
I bet it smells pretty too, doesn't it?
I bet it does.
You know, I'm not a candle buyer, but when I go in those shops, I do a lot of sniffing.
Yeah.
It's so fun. The aromas.
You're exactly right. So, all right. Well, listen, stick your head out the window this morning. I don't know. We don't know what it's doing, but slow down a little bit. There is a little bit of snow and ice on the ground this morning.
I'll give you one more weather advisory, all right? And you can count on this. If it's below 20 degrees, I'll have a flannel shirt on. All right, you'll know that. Okay, that's the harbinger. That you can count on that much.
Now you know.
It was 15 this morning, so
what the weather is like
on.
Because Pete has his flannel on.
That's right. I've got 2 or 3, so I hope I can make it through the week.
All right. Well, have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.